This D Hawk, the Incredible Hawk. We live in the den with Miles, Wing, and Big Happy. No holds bars. Tune in.
We're back live in the den, man. I want to make sure again that We Are One gets some play tonight, because I don't have We Are One on tonight. You can see mine clearly when I wear it. I just want to make sure. There you go. Dom, you got him, Dom?
Sir.
That We Are One, Kenny West straight.
Over there.
Yeah, get some, that shit. Oh, this shit went in between these.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland
Browns.
Cleveland Browns. My man Lee Hall. I got you, baby. Cleveland Temple.
So before they go into that story, where I was going with it was you just got inducted to Temple Hall of Fame, correct?
So, yeah, I got inducted into the Temple Hall of Fame in November. And next month I'll be in the Big Five Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Philly Big Five.
You're also top 3 ever scored in basketball at Temple University. You had to shoot a lot. You had to shoot everything but dope to get down.
Listen.
Would you hand the keys immediately, or you got to earn it?
No. So.
Oh, you got to earn it with Cheney.
Got Cheney. And I didn't know this until it was time. I was ready to lead that motherfucker.
I was going to say, the coach almost run you out that motherfucker?
Nah. I was in there, and Len Greer and Quincy Wiley was shooting that bitch, and I was in the corner like,
Ask that motherfucker. Greer didn't pass the salt at the table.
And but guess what? When I got into this position, I know why. Coach actually told us, don't pass them motherfuckers the ball. Don't pass it to them.
So Greer done that?
So he told Greer that to them about me, and then told me about them.
Damn.
Nah, that's not what they're here for. Do you want to score or not? Who has a better chance of scoring? Them or you?
Wow.
And I said, that's the definition of green light.
I used to tell Bill that and Wall, and I said, they used to pass the ball to them goons. And I used to say, I like your fucking shot.
I like you over. Yeah. So Coach literally told us that. So, but I didn't know the program my first 2 years. So I'm just thinking, oh, this can't go on. These niggas don't pass shit. Yeah. I'm like, these niggas ain't pass
that was
shit.
The plan.
I was beefing with Greg and everything. That's my man now. But I was like, Slim, I was having niggas come up here to see you. He wasn't passing me that drug, but Coach told him not to. And he told me the same. Don't pass them motherfuckers the ball. So once he told me that, I was squeezing everything. Everything. I think my senior year I got the most attempts in college.
Wow.
Most shot attempts. Yeah, but
was that a part of your thinking? Like, as you start climbing the list, was you trying to pass people?
No. So, well, at Temple, when I was climbing the list, I know nobody's ever going to catch Mark Macon. Because of the culture now, Mark averaged 20 points since a freshman. You average 20 points as a freshman, you're gone. He stayed all 4. So
is Mark the best at Temple?
He's probably the overall best player ever at Temple.
Eddie Jones.
See, Eddie was probably the better.
I love Mark Temple.
Eddie,
big guard.
I don't think nobody was better at Temple than Mark Macon.
Okay.
Because he stayed 4 years.
He stayed 4 years. They made for like 4 Elite Eights. He was like, yeah. I mean, Eddie and Aaron were great up there. Made Elite Eights. They were better pros, obviously, than Mark. But when you talk about college, Mark was the best. So it was actually me and Lynn. I just knew I was going to catch Lynn. But you remember lunching, not being focused. I sat out 7 games my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the difference between me getting drafted and not. You know what those 7 games were? Duke, Maryland, Florida, Wisconsin.
Oh, shit, those are old high power 5s.
I had 1 good game against them. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I only missed Lynn by like 70 points. So if I get 10 in all those 7 games I missed, I catch Lynn. But
So you say you sat out? Why?
I was academically ineligible because I was home. I was here whenever chance I could get.
Bullshitting.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. And if any of these youngers is watching, listen. Now, like I said, 1 foot in and 1 foot out is not going to work. You put both foot in whatever it is you're going to do. And that's not promoting the streets. If you're going to be in the streets, be out there so we know what y'all doing. So we know that's what you do.
Right.
If you're going to be a hooper, if you're going to be a construction worker, if you're going to be a doctor, if you're going to be a teacher,
Stay focused.
do that. Stay focused.
You're gonna be an Uber driver.
If you're going to be an Uber
I'm
driver,
a
do that.
focused Uber driver, but I don't drive Uber. I drive Lyft.
Same fucking thing.
But like how big? Stay focused.
Yeah, I'm focused, man.
Oh,
If you're gonna have a double, triple match.
Don't let me back in that shit. That ain't no good. Don't do that. Stay on that side.
You went there.
He was there with it. Don't let me drag you in that shit.
But basically,
That was no good.
back to the Listen, if you listen, I me not being focused
Shit.
and bullshitting caused me. Now I have no regrets about my life.
Major games.
I have no regrets about my life because this life doesn't come with a playbook.
Right.
You live it and you try to learn from other people's mistakes and learn and you move forward. But that 7 games missed me getting drafted.
Yeah, okay.
That missed me being second leading
You got
scorer.
drafted, didn't you?
No, I ended up going to sign with Houston.
Oh, okay. I thought
That 7 games. You remember when Street and Smith used to come out?
Yeah, Street Smith.
After my freshman year, Street and Smiths, when they had the top players, I was top 15 wings as a sophomore coming in. And they literally said, Hawkins is the key to Coach Chaney making the Final Four. Our games was the Coaches vs. Cancer games. That's Maryland Duke. Then there was Florida on the road. Then there was Wisconsin. It was 7 games that I missed from being academically eligible, and out of five of those 7 games was against ranked teams. Now we didn't have to beat all of them. I just had to show up and be ready. My first game back was against Alabama with Rod Grizzard, Mo Williams. At the Meadowlands, Dickie V was like, Hawkins is back, baby, 16-12. My first game back. But imagine if I had that leading up to that game. I probably don't even stay off 4, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I have to live with because it was nobody's fault but my own.
So you already knew you wasn't in the draft pool, or you already know there wasn't no talk about Hawk getting drafted late 2nd round.
No. So that's my sophomore year.
Oh.
I'm saying focusing, looking back on my career, that could have changed the trajectory.
Absolutely.
So after my senior year, I'm like, I'm getting drafted.
Right.
I'm second in the scoring in the.
Yeah.
I'm a Temple wing. I'm a Chaney wing. They always go.
Right.
So what happened is, I remember the talk starting to be, well, we've seen sometimes they see too much of you. You remember Melo Trimble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he leaves after his first year, he's a lottery.
He should have left.
Yeah, he should have.
They got to see too much of him. And sometimes that hurts you because they could break you down more.
It wasn't better.
So they specifically said, we saw too much of David. We know what he get.
Right.
And then that year, it's all about timing. That year was the year when I think 13 high schoolers went, like 7 overseas players went. The year after that is when they banned high schoolers.
Right.
You had to do 1 year. So if I come out the year after when no high schoolers come, and the high schoolers was J.R. Smith, Josh Smith, Dwight Howard. They were some legit high schoolers, but those draft picks would have had to go to college players.
Right.
And I felt like I would have been drafted if they wasn't there. But again, I'm not even looking at it like that. I would have been drafted if I would have took care of more business while I had the chance to. You can only control what you can control.
So let's rewind real quick. It's two things. It's two names that you didn't say, and we get a lot of Hoopers on the show, and they always leave these two names out. So was you not recruited by Maryland Georgetown?
No, Georgetown definitely recruited me. I didn't want to go play for Craig Extra.
Yeah, George.
I didn't want to play for.
Yeah, Big John went up there on Hawkins.
Yeah, well, no disrespect and no nothing. I could speak my words. I didn't want to play. I wanted to play for a black coach.
Right.
I can identify with the black coach. You can't tell me your father figure and you're white. We don't have the same background, upbringing, the same problems, the same situations, and that has nothing to do with any.
I understand where you.
I wouldn't have went to Duke.
Right.
Not that they recruited me.
I'm sorry.
But I wouldn't have went to Duke. I wouldn't have went to Maryland with Gary Williams.
When you got invited to Houston, I noticed y'all had a game overseas. Was that your first time playing overseas before you actually went overseas?
No, it wasn't. Actually, I played when I was 17. I went to France to a tournament with, I don't know if you know this name, Clay Dade. Clay Dade is a local guy. He's actually with the Detroit Pistons now as like a scout. Clay took 6 guys over to a tournament to play against grown men over there, and we won it. And I got MVP of that tournament.
Okay.
It was me, Keith Jennifer from Baltimore, Amari Pearson that went to UNLV, Chris Conson that went to, I forget, everybody, all of us ended up going D1.
But a lot of these guys are from different areas, not this area?
Yeah, they were all from different areas, and it was kind of like I don't know, Clay had some type of hookup or something that had to take some players. They probably paid him some bread or something.
Yeah.
But I remember that because I had to get my passport then.
Okay.
So that was my first overseas experience, going to France.
So where did you all play that year when y'all went overseas?
We played in Yao Ming's neck of the woods.
Over there, Japan.
No.
China.
Do your research.
China.
Sorry, motherfucker said Japan.
Asian.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy. It's not the same.
Sorry.
It's not the same.
Motherfucking high bids ain't no good for you.
I thought I
refuse to be a part of that. I refuse to be a part of this.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They don't hear.
Don't say that on here.
Fuck on my sponsors.
Sorry, Steve.
Nah, but
Sled's comments are not.
do not reflect.
Whatever that shit is, they say.
Yeah.
That's his.
And here's on.
His alone. Like this motherfucker.
So y'all ended up going over.
We went to Beijing, wherever the Great Wall of China is. Yeah, we went over there because of y'all.
So you told me this story before. I forgot how to go. When you signed with Houston.
Go ahead.
When you signed with Houston, just tell me the story. I remember you didn't make the team. They kept you.
So what happened?
He still got paid the check.
What happened with Houston was.
This ain't your question.
What happened with Houston was. Jeff Van Gundy was trying to make some trades. He was trying to make some trades that didn't go through till later in the season. So, just by the politics of NBA and rosters have to have a certain thing, you need 3 point guards by position on the roster. The third point guard probably never plays, but you have to have 3 point guards on the roster.
You really start learning the business of it.
That's what I knew, because it's like it doesn't.
Yeah.
They brought in somebody that wasn't even in training camp with us the whole time.
They
just filled up that spot.
I know from niggas in Houston. They say you burn that motherfucker up. Now.
Yeah, now like I was over when I was over in China, like they was calling me the microwave. The microwave was calling me the microwave.
Right.
He was in Houston. He was in China.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde Drexler, Isaiah Thomas, all of them used to joke with me. Like, well, I know the real microwave. You ain't Lenny. You ain't Vinny. I was like, no, I'm better than Vinny. Like, but so Van Gundy tried his best to get me there. Bob Sir needed back surgery, and once you get surgery, they can't cut you. So he took up a spot, but he was also a point guard that they couldn't count on. So they had to brought in my man Andre Barrett, who I was happy for because me and Andre grew up in this, and I know Andre wanted his name called. You gotta think, Andre was always ranked top 5 coming up. You know what I'm saying? So he was expected to get drafted, and he didn't. So I was happy for my guy to get the opportunity. Van Gundy went to Leon Rose, who's the president of basketball operations with the Knicks now. He was the agent then. He was with Rose Management and then CAA, and now him and World Wide West are in New York. Leon talked to Jeff. Jeff said, I'm trying to see if I can make David Hawkins a player coach so he could stay there on staff and practice with us. So when the
Shit, you was still hooping then,
nigga, this is my rookie year.
Man, he trying to cut your basketball.
No,
Trying to help him.
is keep me in Houston. You cut me, I'm going home.
Okay.
You keep me as a player coach. Oh, that's a position. I'm practicing with the team, and I would have been there getting the check. And when the trades happen and something opens up, now I can sign him.
I got you.
Leon was like,
that was before the D League.
Yeah, it was before the D League.
I got you.
No, it was the D League was there, but the D League was there, but every team didn't have an associate, an affiliate. There was a few D League teams. Leon was like, "Oh, I've never even heard of this before, but that motherfucker must love you. You did something right there." That he's trying to make you, put you on staff to keep you around. And he kept me around long enough that I got one NBA check.
That's what
He didn't cut. I didn't get cut. And that's probably something that they fucked up. But I didn't go to their first games in Detroit on the road. I didn't make it. This was around my birthday. And that was my birthday. It was always be bittersweet to me. I'm in Houston. I go because by October 28th, which is my birthday, if you're going to get cut, it's usually the 15th, so they can prepare for the opening night. Is the 30th or 31st.
They had it roster set.
I'm in Houston on the 28th for my birthday. We in here, y'all. We out here. Like, I'm partying for my birthday. Nah, I went out with T-Mac, Yao. Everybody came out for my birthday. Shaq was in town because we played Miami in the preseason. Eddie Jones is there. Welcome to the league, young fella. Gave me some Jordans. My wife at the time came down to celebrate my birthday. The next day I get called in. I'm still hung the fuck over. I'm still going in like I made it. Like, yeah, what's up, coach? Yeah, it hurts me to say this. I mean it so much. It hurts me to say this.
The words you don't want to hear.
That little frog, you know that little frog that as much as you try not to let that one get you, that joint started going. I was like, God damn. I get you, coach. Yeah. But I cried my eyes out when I got out that locker room.
Hold that thought right there, Incredible Hawkins. Coming back with another segment with Incredible David Hawkins, live in the den with my co-pilot, Big Happy.
Big Cleveland.
And Wings World.
Cleveland.